Juliette Touma, who is UNICEF's Regional Chief of Communications for the Middle East and North Africa. Thanks so much for speaking to us. UNICEF is obviously very proud of having drafted this convention. So I'll let you first tell us what its tangible achievements have been.
Right, so it's been 30 years, like you said, and for children in the Middle East and North Africa, there has been, despite everything, significant progress in the sense that much less children die before their 5th birthday. There are more kids in school, more kids have access to basic services, including water, sanitation, and hygiene, despite this region being one of the most scarce regions in the world when it comes to water scarcity. At the same time, I think it is very fair to say that conflicts, poverty, issues with governance, escalation in violence at homes and in schools, all these factors combined have also put a bit of a halt, if you wish, to the progress that has been made over the past 30 years. So it could have been much better for kids in this region.
Right. I mean, you've recognized there's been a serious lack of progress in various regions around the world. Where is, I should say, the convention most being violated and how?
Okay, so when it comes to the countries in this region, all countries in this region have ratified this convention, right? And so this is important because what it means is that governments are obligated to implement this convention and primarily to protect children. And this is where we have a very big issue in countries like Yemen, like Syria, to a certain extent in Iraq, in the state of Palestine, in Sudan, is that the shared protection of children because of violence, because of wars, is being violated day in, day out, especially in places where active conflict is happening as we speak. And so this is the biggest issue over the past few years. Many children have lost on their education. So 14 million children across the region are not in school, primarily because of violence, but also other factors. Poverty is increasing, which means that this is linked to, for example, more children being forced to work, more girls marrying at an earlier age, more children being recruited to fight where we have conflicts.
Right. Is there a way for countries and governments to actually be held more accountable for not adhering to the Right of the Child Convention? I mean, what will it take to get them to guarantee children's rights?
Yeah, so I think it goes beyond governments. It's a call that we issued a couple of days ago saying that what children and young people in this region are asking for, which could also explain why we have en masse protests primarily led by young people in this region. What they're asking for really is dignity. They're asking for the basic rights, access to education, finding good jobs, reliable water, reliable electricity, internet connection that doesn't cut. So this is what it boils down to. But I also think that it's beyond only government. It's also a responsibility for every citizen who actually cares to make the difference. It's for civil society, it's for the private sector, it's for international organizations to all come together to address the big problems in this region. And one of the biggest problems the region is facing is that it is home to the highest levels of unemployment among young people.
Okay, Juliette Touma, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Pleasure.